right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. He'll push his way through, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Back to throw, Howell. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Dreadnoughts are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, Howell. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Howell. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they look to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. Head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Howell. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Howell out of the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact from that deep in your own territory. The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass to the sideline and pull in. It gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden. And that will open up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing here, Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Howell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And Howell will throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second down throw for Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but this drive in the air. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was and this winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Howell down to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Alexander. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 14. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Caught by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those unreliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. But man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end. Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed up all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion to bring up 4th down.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They run out of the gun with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually they have the defense back on its heels.
A very solid gain of 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On first down, Golden, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Golden. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Excellent job by their